So one of the main lessons that I will be taking away from Hurricane Melissa, the most catastrophic disaster, natural disaster to have ever hit my beautiful island, Jamaica. And the most important lesson for me in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, is gratitude. Gratitude, and just to see the way how the international community responding to Jamaica, to see how CARICOM island nations stepped up and respond to this natural disaster in Jamaica. It just reinforced what I believe, that CARICOM is very important, and to challenge how we look at independence. I know we all want to be independent and we want to all show our sovereignty, but what is really independent when we all have to depend on each other at some point in our existence? So it is this just reinforced to me that CARICOM has to work and that we all need each other. If it's not today, it is going to be tomorrow. And what I want to do is, I know that Jamaica is going to take years to recover from this Hurricane Melissa. And with all the countries, all the CARICOM islands that stepped up to support Jamaica, I personally wanted to do individual videos on Carib 21 to thank the different CARICOM member nations that stepped up for Jamaica in her time of need. So today I want to talk to the people of Barbados and to say, as a Jamaican, from the bottom of my heart, I love the way how Barbados, the people of Barbados, the government of Barbados have showed up for Jamaica in such a powerful way. And this video that I'm about to show represents not just the government of Barbados, but the people of Barbados, how they mobilize to help a CARICOM nation in its time of need. So this video is what I'm talking about.
Barbados, thank you so much. As you can see, we're still here. People are still coming in. The response has been incredible. We started off with this one room, thought that was going to be it. Full up. We've moved to our next room, full up, moved to 2 other back rooms in there, and then moved to the back of this center. Thank God the Banks Visitor Center is this big, but thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My island loves you, Barbados. You guys are honorary Jamaicans right now. Thank you so much.
So to see that level of support coming from the people of Barbados, it is an overwhelming feeling, a feeling of joy, a feeling of, you know who your friends are when you're in time of needs. And for that, I would like to say thank you to the people of Barbados on the behalf of Jamaica. I know the Prime Minister, the government, it's like chaotic right now in Jamaica, trying to make sure that people don't starve to death, trying to make sure that there's no outbreak of diseases that's going to take more life than the hurricane. So I am playing my part as a Jamaican that stands for the Caribbean, a Jamaican that believes in a united Caribbean. So again, on behalf of the people of Jamaica, every single person that bought a shirt, a pants, anything that was needed at that point, as you could see, it was like an overflow. Like the people that organized that event in Barbados was not expecting so much. And to see the response from the people of Barbados, I can't thank you enough. So again, on the behalf of the people of Jamaica, if you have not heard, if you were one of those person that showed up in your car and brought out clothes and food, non-perishable item, and you have not heard, thank you. I am thanking you on the behalf of Jamaica, on the behalf of the Jamaican government, the Jamaican people, for showing up for Jamaica. And you know, for those who are subscribed to Carib 21 and watch Carib 21 on a regular basis, you know how I feel about the Prime Minister of Barbados. To me, the Prime Minister of Barbados is not only one of the most loved Prime Minister in the Caribbean, but to me, she is someone that I look up to like a strong figure, like one of my heroes, as people who watch this network would know. She reminds me of Michael Manley, someone that stands up for people that can't stand up for themselves. And that is what I love so much about the Prime Minister of Barbados, standing up not just for the people of Barbados, but for the people in the Caribbean, for the people in African nations that are disenfranchised. And that is why I love and respect the Prime Minister of Barbados so much. And I showed this video before, but this was the Prime Minister of Barbados mobilizing government efforts in Barbados the same week, like day 4 of the hurricane in Jamaica. She was already sending relief efforts to Jamaica. So this is the Prime Minister of Barbados, the most honorable Mia Motley.
The Department of Emergency Management in Barbados has already provided 2 containers of tarpaulins, cots and emergency generators. And in addition to the 5,000 food kits that the World Food Programme is sending down, you would have heard Liz Sedima talk about 7,000 people so far displaced and in shelters and likely to rise. We in the government will also supplement that by another 5,000 kits, which we hope to send down by along with the ones from the World Food Programme. Those food hampers, food boxes, food kits, whatever you want to call them, effectively provide dry foods and tin foods for a week for a family of 3. So that we really do believe that this can help. I just spoke to Prime Minister Holness, who reinforced the need for urgent support with respect to either food, monetary donations, or emergency logistical supplies, as we're doing with the tarpaulins and the cots and the generators. I have already received calls from a number of persons across the country, and they have all indicated that they would want to be part of the effort. We're going to make sure that the DEM announces tomorrow how you as ordinary Bajans can continue to supplement what the government is doing, what the World Food Programme and other international partners are doing. So whatever we can do by supplementing from here in the short term, we should do. The list of items will be provided, because as much as people are interested in giving any and everything, it makes sense for us to focus on those things that will really have a lasting benefit to help as many people as possible. And some of these things will equally have to be sanitary items in addition to the food, because a man and a woman don't feel like a man and a woman if they can't brush their teeth, if they can't use the bathrooms properly, if they can't have soap and those different types of things.
So that was the Prime Minister of Barbados, the most honorable Mia Motley. And what people don't realize about this, the Prime Minister of Barbados calling the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. Andrew Holness, reaching out to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, like just 2 days after the hurricane hit. When you talk about politics within the Caribbean, you talk about geopolitics, the Prime Minister of Barbados would represent like what we call in Jamaica the People's National Party, that is not aligned with the current government in Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party. So the Prime Minister of Barbados, her political ideology is different from the current administration in Jamaica. She would be considered like a People's National Party in Jamaica. What she represent more of like a socialism, free education, free healthcare, showing up for the people in the Caribbean that can't show up for themselves. The current government in Jamaica is more of a capitalist government. So they are different ideology. And the Prime Minister of Barbados in Jamaica's time of need reached out to Andrew Holness. Remember, they don't share the same political ideology. But in that moment, she's not thinking about politics. She's thinking about the people of Jamaica. And this is why this is such an important lesson for people in the Caribbean to learn from this. Because we are one Caribbean. I know I say that a lot and people just think it's just something to say. But there's a saying that today for you and tomorrow for me. Like one thing for certain, as Caribbean island nations, we are going to face natural disaster. It's not about if we are going to face it, it's about when are we going to face it. And we are going to have to be there for our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean. So today for you, tomorrow for me. So again, I would like to thank the people, the citizens of Barbados who mobilized in this effort to send relief to the people of Jamaica. And I'd also like to thank the government of Barbados on behalf of the Jamaican people and the Jamaican government. Thank you for being there for us in our times of needs. So guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.
Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be a light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above, justice